I think we should just dive into it. Which first one, I'm not gonna lie with y'all. I woke up this morning not in the best mood, man, because what I woke up to was a bunch of text, a bunch of people pinging me, just blowing my phone up, because it turns out that my Pittsburgh Steelers ended up trading away NFL youngboy, the one, the only George Pickens, to the Dallas Cowboys. And I don't know how to feel about this. I did put out a YouTube show and a TikTok, which you guys can view. I should be on the card somewhere right here. Yeah, I'm trying to view off my little monitor screen, but let's get into sort of the compensation first. We got a 2026 third round pick, and we swapped, or we got a 2027 fifth round pick, or 2020, yeah, 2027. That's right. So yeah, we're not going to be able to use that pick until 2 years from now. And then the Cowboys, obviously, they receive George Pickens, and they receive our 2027 sixth round pick. So honestly, I think like initially, obviously, when I made that short, I felt very upset because first, what comes to mind is we're in the exact same position that we were last offseason, which was, and the way that I like to phrase it is we're basically switching our confidence in the quarterback position with our wide receiver position. Because if you remember last offseason, we felt really confident about our QB situation. I was actually listening to Arthur Motes talk about this, and he made a great point. You know, we had Justin Fields and Russell Wilson at our QB room, so our confidence was there. But our wide receiver room was really only George Pickens. We needed a second option. We only had Calvin Austin, who was out that rookie year, so we had no idea what to expect of him. And the rest of the receivers were just kind of up in the air. What was it? Scotty Miller, um, Van Jefferson, like that. I'm sorry, but that's just not a great offense or a great wide receiver core. And we saw how that played out during the regular season. And so this year time around, I felt really good because our wide receiver room looked great when we had DK Metcalf, who we just traded for and gave a fat contract to. And of course, George Pickens, who we known who was a little bit shaky, but his highs are really freaking good. Like, I mean, his ceiling was like superstar status, but obviously his floor was not the best, right? And that's sort of the reason why he fell in the draft, because he was projected to be a first round pick, but obviously he slipped into the second due to character concerns. And so, like, I'm trying to rationalize this trade in my head as a Steelers fan, because I mean, like, Pickens was my guy. I was very high on him. I was very hyped that we even landed him when he did get drafted all the way back in 2021. Obviously, we took Kenny Pickett in the first round. We took Pickens in the second. We know how that turned out with Pickett. And then clearly Pickens, he's no longer with us anymore.